So, welcome back to J-Style, and this is episode 3 of the BMW mods and MOT repairs. As you can see, the car is here. As things I remember from part 2, I started to take apart the back end. So basically in this episode what you'll be able to see is, you'll be able to see what I'm doing with the back end. Taking everything apart, blah blah blah, cleaning, putting new discs, new parts, lowering springs and stuff like that. And then basically you will be able to, yeah, that's it. That's gonna be in this part. So all I'm gonna say is enjoy the show and let's get it on. So the goodies are out. So basically these are back ones. They're still all oily. We'll have to clean all that up. And I like actually that they've sprayed all this black so it doesn't rust. And these are front ones. So my worst case scenario now is if they're not gonna fit, just in case, because they're thicker and a bit bigger diameter as well by the look of it for the E46. So that is the disc setup, discs and pads, and like I said, the blue line jump. Lowering kit, that's the front whole shebang, and that's the back one. So the spacer plate, everything. So yeah, we'll be slapping all these onto the back first. I'm doing the back first today, so the front stuff can. These are the pads, nothing really crazy special, just AB Tech Plus pads. As much as I would like to spend thousands of pounds for Brembos and stuff like that, it's not gonna work. I haven't got that much of money. But yeah, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you on a time lapse. I'm gonna start stripping everything off, all the rust and everything, because if you remember from the second part, when I was finishing off, I was showing what was the state of all that. So yeah, I'm gonna put you all back on the time lapse. We'll jack this side up, cleaning everything off, get the old stuff out, put the new stuff in, and hopefully by the end of the day the back end is gonna be done, and then just a big job on the front left, and off to the exhaust and MOT. Let's do it.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
So what happened here, taking it all apart, put the new disc on. As you can see, that's what the old one looked like. It's all knackered, and obviously that looks much nicer compared to that. All I've got left to do is, I'm not going to be painting this red, I'm just going to leave it black until it's going to get horrible. I did clean up some of the rust from everywhere that I could, and this is how much I've ended up getting just off one side. Now basically I'm going to reassemble everything back together, put the carrier and parts. The only thing that I forgot is that I need to get from the inside, and I'm gonna have to take apart all of this to get there, because these panels need to come out on either side, so I forgot. But yeah, that's the joy of having sound systems in the boot. But yeah, other than that, everything's gone quite good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this back on the time lapse, finish this one side. This is what these are the front and the lowering kit in here. So I'm gonna put one side on, and basically we'll see how she drops down, how what it looks and whatnot. So yeah, let's get down to business.
I feel like a generation has given up on love. Like, do you think people actually ever fall in love anymore?
I flip her over, hit it from the back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like her poetry, she writes that. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that. She always a day one, she got the tats done. We gon' build this all together till the world's gone. Bank account overdrawn, not a gold digger, nah. She here for all my flaws, we gon' make it to the top. She live in my section, I show she's reppin'. One look at her and you know I ain't second guessing. Never got me stressing, yeah she's a blessing. Look her body up and down, got me obsessing. I took her in some pieces, we picked them up on the weekend. Tequila, we keep on drinking till our bodies do the thinking. The mattress is always sinking, the headboard is always squeaking. She gives me all of the feelings, I think I began the healing. We're switching up our positions, my baby is on a mission. She always got my permission to do whatever she wishing. She dressing up like a kid and she be my only addiction. And when she talk, man, I listen. I flip her over, hit it from the back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like a poetry, she writes that. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that. Flip her, now she's on her back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like a poetry, she writes that. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that. Find somebody who loves you for you and what you do. You need somebody through and through to make it through. Trust me, I was lost and frostbit, exhausted. The coldness of the dating scene had me nauseous. I started getting toxic, ain't it ironic? Became the problem that I hated, couldn't stop it. I needed someone true, someone like you, someone who had a different view, committed to. Your smile, my only weakness. I know it's cheesy, but Jesus, you make my tongue awfully speechless. Good thing it works when I need it. I'm always warm and you're freezing. I heat you up in the evening. You got my back, I believe it. I got your back, never leaving. This fairy tale ain't no fiction, cause every day, man, I live it. Patience and work the beginning. Set myself up for this living. She did the same, now we in it. Knew what we wanted to get, and when we found it, we committed. I flip her over, hit it from the back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like a poetry, she writes that. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that. Flip her, now she's on her back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like a poetry, she writes that. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that.
Well, that's the one out of 4 is basically finished. So that's how it looks, nice and lovely. Everything is gone in, everything's happy days. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swipe all that crap from underneath. That's all that came out of. Bring it put the wheel back on. Oh, where's the spacer as well? Put the spacer on. See how it feels with the spacer, and it's there. And basically drop it back down on its wheels and see how lower has it getting, considering I've only got kind of pictures ish. I've got a video, but I'm gonna do that later on when I do all four. But right, I'm gonna drop it all down and I'll have a look and I'll see what the hell has happened. And that's the result. Back had to go like all the way up, well, on the thingy, but if you compare to this side, you can see that it is higher. But normally I've noticed that with these BMW E46s, this side always sits lower. And I think it hasn't gone low, well, I think it has gone lower a bit, but not by that much. But obviously let it settle in and everything. Once I do this side, they're going to be basically even. So, but there is like a finger difference in the gap between that and that. So yeah, other side, I'm not going to be filming. I'm just going to do the other side off the camera to stop boring you, and then we'll see how both rear ends are looking lowered. And obviously after that, we'll jump onto the front and we'll do everything what we need to do in the front. Happy days. I'm gonna get busy. Right then, BMW stories. What I'm getting on with nothing. My friend Darren is getting on with it. Say hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker.
So what's going on? I can't show you the back end at the moment because the front end is jacked. We've got no wheels, no nothing anymore. That's it. The car is going to fucking scrap by the look of it. But no, what it is, it's been an absolute nightmare to take this one part off. I was going to put it on a time lapse, but I think the time lapse would have been longer than whatever. So what the score at the moment is trying to get this last freaking nut off, which is the center suspension arm bolt, which is always the nightmare to get out of. Hopefully I haven't crushed no fucking lines, because the engine mount has gone as well. I have to take it out because we were going to change it anyways. And then what else? Well, basically this is the last mission now to get that off, and then we'll be jumping on the other side. And on the other side I am going to put this in a time lapse. Don't know how long it's going to be, but this is unfortunately going to be in a part 2. Oh, what do we have for the front? Just fucking crack on, man. Doing fucking... Don't let me stopping you fucking doing what you're doing. So we have some brake pads for the front, like what I was saying. But that's going to be the very last one. So there's the discs. So here we've got the front jump shocks we'll be installing. So basically I'll show you when it's on one side. I'm gonna have to raise these up because the back suspension as well is too low for what it was, because first time when I dropped it, it still was on the other spring on the other side, and basically it wasn't sitting as low as it actually could possibly sit. So once done the other side, it went completely down, and it was just too low, so it needs to be raised up by basically what I was thinking I would have to. So yeah, but well, let's get this business going, and I'll show you as an update when the front end is basically one side is finished then. And as you can see, the front end is back to normal state. So cut all the bits and bobs off and everything what needed to be done. Everything went off. This is 20 turns from bottom and so up, and this sits pretty damn good. Basically just about even with the back, but that side is always going to be lower because it's an E46. So this side hasn't been done, but as you can see, this side jacks like everything up, so that side looks a bit higher than than the front and there. But once the other side gets sorted, it's gonna settle down. If I need to, I remember what did I do on the back and how many turns I need for the front. So, but unfortunately all that is gonna be in episode 4 now, because that's gonna be the time when you finish in the front and then putting the exhaust back on. Exhaust has came as well. All I've got to do is get 2 clamps and fit the exhaust and it's going to be all basically ready for the MOT. So in here everything went back in, the engine mount, the full shebang, and basically yeah, that was a pain in a bum to get that bolt out and in and everything, but everything's settled in, everything's spot on. All I have to do is put that on top of there. So yeah, now the dreaded other side needs to be sorted, but unfortunately, like I said, that is all gonna be now in the part 4. Because even though I've still got some time in this part, I don't think that I think that most of the next part is going to be time-lapse, because how hard it was to take this side apart, I think that side is going to be basically exactly the same. So that's why I'm saying goodbye right now. This is the end of the part 3. And what I'll do is I'll see you back in the part 4. Thanks a lot for watching, peeps. Like and share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.